Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Ray from Phandroid, and this here is the brand new Pixel 4. Now, if you're the proud owner of this phone or the larger sibling, the Pixel 4 XL, you've come to the right place. This phone shares a lot of the same features as last year's Pixel 3, but there are some unique ones that are exclusive to this device, and we're going to show you exactly how to use them. So with that, let's get started. Google's new secure face unlock feature is the only form of biometric security on the Pixel 4, since they decided not to include a fingerprint sensor on the back of the phone like they did on last year's Pixel 3. You can set this up during the initial setup process, but if you decided to skip over it right at the beginning, you can set it up later on as well. To do that, you want to go right into the settings and then scroll down and tap on security and then tap face unlock. If you've already set up a password code, you want to put that in right there, and then I already have this set up, so then you want to set up face unlock, hit next, and then start. And then for here, you want to move your face around and scan all the different assets of your face, and once that is done, click done right there at the bottom. And then when you turn the phone on, it will automatically detect your face and unlock the phone right there. Now, one of the coolest new features of the Pixel 4 is its new motion sense technology. This is enabled by a new radar sensor that's embedded right above the display and is mainly the main reason why you have this massive forehead up top. Now, this radar sensor can sense when you're moving closer to the phone and turn on the display automatically, and also trigger face unlock if the phone is locked as well. And then one of the other features, which you might have already seen, is the ability to control your music tracks by swiping left or right to skip or move to the previous track that you were listening to. To turn the feature on, you're going to want to go into Settings, scroll down to System, and then select Motion Sense, and make sure that you have the motion sense toggle turned on. From here, you can select which of the motion sense features you want. It can be used to skip a song track by swiping left or right, or then also silence interruptions with notifications, alarms, or calls, anything like that. There's also a feature which allows you to allow motion sense to verify when you're coming close to the phone to turn on the display if you have the ambient display feature turned on, which you would be able to toggle right there. Like a couple other flagship smartphones of 2019, the Pixel 4 does have a 90 Hz refresh rate display, which by default only turns on in a couple different scenarios when you're scrolling through content or if the display brightness is turned up almost to its maximum setting. But if you want to turn it on and make it stick all the time, you can do that deep within the settings. Enabling this feature is a two-step process. The first thing you want to do is jump into Settings and go down to About Phone, and then scroll to the very bottom and tap Build Number a total of 7 times. This will enable the developer options on the phone, and it will give you a message saying that the developer options have been turned on. Then you go back one and then jump into System and then tap Advanced, and here you'll see Developer Options. Once you go into there, you want to scroll about halfway down the list here, and you'll find Force 90 Hz refresh rate. You tap that, and then you toggle the switch to on, and then this will force the display on the phone to refresh at 90 Hz all the time. With Android 10 on the Pixel 4, Google is trying to force users into using its new gesture navigation system. As you can see, you have to swipe up from the home screen and hold in order to pull up your most recent applications, and then to navigate back, you have to swipe from the side of the screen, which doesn't really feel intuitive for most people. So if you want to switch back to the original 3-button navigational system at the bottom of the phone, open up Settings and then go to System and then select Gestures. And then halfway down you will see System Navigation Gestures, and then you can tap the 3-button navigation and it will give you those traditional 3 buttons at the bottom of the screen, which allow you to go back home and to your most recent applications. Now, you're probably pretty familiar with the application called Shazam, which allows the phone to recognize music that's playing in a store or in the car, but you do have to open up the application, hit the button, and wait for a couple seconds as the phone recognizes what music is being played. The Pixel 4, on the other hand, has this feature built right in. All you have to do is turn it on in the settings and it will recognize music anytime that there's something playing in the background, and then keep a detailed record of all the music that it's recognized with the artist and a timestamp as well. If you want to turn this feature on your phone, you simply need to go into settings and then click on sound, and then you'll see the option for now playing. And once you flip the switch here, it will start listening for music in the background. And then you have the option here to jump into what your now playing history was to see what music that the phone detected and at what time. It's all time stamped. And if this is something you're going to be using on a regular basis, you can go up here into the options and then you can add to home screen. This will put a shortcut on your home screen so you can just quickly jump in to see what your playlist has been in the past. It's no secret that the Pixel 4 and the larger Pixel 4 XL don't have amazing battery life when compared to other devices within the same category. But it's a good thing that Android 10 finally introduced a dark theme, which when enabled can save quite a bit of battery life on these phones. In order to turn that feature on, you'll have to jump into settings and then click on display and then tap dark theme and turn that toggle on. And as you'll see, the theme for the phone will automatically switch to black. You'll see this in the notification shade and then first party applications as well with the dialer, messages, and even Chrome. And there are third-party applications which will make the switch automatically as well here. You can see it in Instagram, but unfortunately some like Twitter, which does have a dark theme on the device, it does not switch automatically, so you will have to go into the settings of the application and make the change on your own in order to switch it to its dark mode to comply with everything else that you have on your device. If you've been using Android for more than a couple days, you probably know how customizable the operating system is. Most other manufacturers have built in a theming mechanism into their smartphones and their versions of Android, but Google typically hasn't. Until now. The Pixel 4 actually has a new style option, which allows you to customize the look and feel with different icon shapes, system icon colors and styles, and then choosing your own font as well. When you long press on the home screen, you'll see an option for styles and wallpapers. You tap that and then you'll see a new option down here called style. This allows you to jump in and select between a couple different preset variants with different icon colors and font configurations, which haven't been available on other Pixel devices in the past. But then there's also the option to customize and create your own, allowing you to select a different font, different system icons depending on what you want the style to be, and then color highlights, and then finally the shape of the icons. This is something that you were able to customize previously, but now it gives you a lot better options here. And then finally at the end you can give it a custom name, and then it applies the style theme across and gives you a custom look. As you can see here, it even customized the square look of the Google search bar at the bottom to match the icon shape. One of the features that's common across most Android smartphones is the ability to wake up the Google Assistant with the wake phrase, which I'm not going to say right now because it'll trigger on your phone. But on the Pixel devices, you actually have the option to do it by squeezing the edges of the phone. What's the weather in San Francisco?
Right now in San Francisco, it's 67 and mostly cloudy.
Turning this feature on, you'll want to go into settings, scroll down to the very bottom, tap on system, and then gestures. From here, you'll click on Active Edge and then turn on this first toggle here, which will enable it for the Google Assistant. And you can customize the squeeze sensitivity with this bar depending on how hard you want to squeeze the edge of the phone. This toggle here allows you to use the feature when the screen is turned off, and then the last one allows you to squeeze the phone as well in order to silence alarms, notifications, or incoming calls as well. Unlike their predecessors, the Pixel 4 and the 4 XL do have quite a few case options this time around because Google is planning on selling a lot more units by getting it on all major service providers here in the US and many of the big ones over in Europe as well. There are a lot of styles and colors to choose from, but we are always a fan of the clear case option since it allows us to show off the two-tone color of the Pixel 4 and its accented power button on the side. For a good case selection, we always recommend heading over to Amazon.com, and you'll find over 200 different options there, and we'll be linking those and these three cases that we have here in the description below. And that's going to do it for our recommended list of first things to do on your Pixel 4 device if you've just picked this up. If you have any questions about anything that we covered in this video or have recommendations for anything else that we might have missed, feel free to jump into the comments and leave that below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.